Everybody, my name is LaurieMinear. I work for Michael Saunders and Company, and I live in Artistry. I'm your neighbor, and I live right on Bernini. And I get a question all the time about how the market is, and specifically how is Artistry doing, and what's on the market, and things like that. So I thought what I would do is create a market update so that you can see what's going on in our area. And if it works out well, I'll do it from time to time so that you all can get this information on a regular basis. So to start out, now these numbers are very, very current. I just pulled these today, so it'll give you an idea of the active listings in our neighborhood. We have 4. So we have 3 on Bernini and we have 1 on Artisan Way. And the Berninis range from 849,000 to 1,025,000. So you can see they're all 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. They all have 3 car garages, but the square footage is what varies, and that plays into the pricing difference. And so we'll go from there. But you can see the one on Artisan Way. Beautiful house. I was just in it the other day. It is 1.4495. So what has sold in here, and how's it looking? So on average, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, just like the active ones we just saw. On average, square foot between 2,400 and 2,500. The list prices are in average. You can see here 1,085,000. And the thing that everybody asks about are what's the price per square foot? And you can see that here. So we're between 412 to 429 per square foot. And then days on market is anywhere between 50 and 60 days. That has changed. A lot of people are in a panic. However, prior to the pandemic in 2018-19, we were seeing 180 days on market, and now we're at 50 to 60 days. So if you're putting your house on the market, don't panic. It will take a little bit longer than 2 hours like it was during 2020, but it will sell if we have it priced correctly. So sold statistics, you can see in August, we had 1 on Bernini and Artisan Way. September, we had 1 on Bernini, 2 on Artisan Way. October, we had 4 on Bernini sell. November, we had 2 on Bernini, 2 on Artisan Way. December, we had 1 on Bernini and 1 on Artisan Way. And then in January, we had Bernini and Pastel. So you can see, if you look at the top line of this grid, you'll see the prices have slowly creeped up, with the exception of that listing in October that was sold for 562. Not sure what happened there. Maybe there was an incentive for the person or something, but you can see mostly that prices are going up, and we'll talk about that in a second. So I also wanted to answer the question, what's happening in our zip code, the 34240, so that you can see the difference between our neighborhood versus the zip code in general, because there's so many different types of homes in this area. So this is in the last 180 days. And we had 105 actives currently, and you can see they range in price from 412 to 4.2 million. Now, I also want to point out the days on market for that 4.2 million, and it says 561 days. And again, don't let that scare you. That's probably a new build, because new builds usually stay in the computer. It might be a model home or something along those lines, and they stay in the MLS a long time. So that skews the numbers somewhat. We have 37 currently pending in our zip code. And you can see again the variation in pricing. And then solds, there was 236 in the last 180 days. And again, the prices vary from 355,000 up to 3 million. And so again, there is in the days on market, you can see the 479 days. That's probably, again, new construction. But if you look at on average, the other ones, they're falling into that 50 to 60 days on market range, just so that you're aware. So what's happening in general in the market? A couple of things. Inventory is definitely on the rise. We're seeing a lot of listings come on the market now, which is a good thing because it's starting to get more normalized and more balanced. Prices continue to rise. I mentioned that when we looked at the Bernini statistics. However, it's a lot smaller of a percentage than it was in 2020, 21, but we're still seeing that increase. Now, a lot of people think that the prices are decreasing because they're seeing a lot of people reduce their house prices when you're looking at numbers on Zillow and things like that. But here's the key. A lot of sellers still have aspirational pricing, which they are going and listing above market value. Right now, in a more balanced market, that's not the thing that you need to do. You need to price your home at market value so you don't have to do those reductions. If you do market value, you will get offers on the home, and you won't have to go back and forth in negotiation as much. And if you do reductions, sometimes people think that there's something wrong with your home, even when there isn't. So that's right now, market pricing is where you want to be at. So interest rates actually just went up. They went from 6.6 to 7.1, but don't let that scare you. All of the experts predict that by third quarter, the interest rates will go back down. Now, we don't have a crystal ball, but that's what they're predicting. And then we're also seeing longer days on market, especially in that luxury space that's 3 million plus. But again, like I mentioned before, it's still not where it was pre-pandemic. And at some point, we'll probably get back there because real estate is cyclical and it goes up and down in those cycles. Economists are also predicting another market shift, just so you're aware. In the third quarter, they're saying that there's going to be another buying frenzy. And the reason why this is because inventory is going to get low again. We have a lot of buyers who have pent up demand. They've been waiting and waiting, thinking that prices were going to just tank, and they have not done that. So they are going to see the interest rates drop in that third quarter, and then they're going to want to make their move at that point. So here's my information. I'm your neighbor. Stop me, say hi. I would love to chat with you. Of course, I like talking about real estate. I get a little nerdy about my statistics and so forth. And I would just love to meet you and in general. But if you have any questions at all about artistry or the real estate market in general, I'm happy to help you any way I can. Thanks.